Now, Real Madrid winger Vinicius Jr was subject to racist abuse during his side's 1-0 defeat to Valencia at the weekend, prompting the club to report the abuse to the Spanish prosecutor's office as a hate crime. La Liga TV presenter Phil Kitt joined White and Jordan yesterday and said Vinicius Jr will consider leaving Spain due to the abuse.
I think we're getting closer to a point where he will be reviewing his future here. He doesn't want to leave Real Madrid. He doesn't, but he doesn't want to suffer this constantly. And he's not going to back down. He is not going to back down. He's not going to stop the way he plays. He's not going to change his personality. He's not going to change his character, and nor should he have to.
And nor should he. I totally agree with that. But does there become a point where a player in this situation thinks... I'm going to word it incorrectly, but you understand why I'm asking. Maybe there's easier things to life. I can earn the same kind of money, be as successful with as big a club. If you go to Man United, Man City, or whatever, there's big clubs in and around Europe, and then not have to deal with this weekend, because it's not just he that has to deal with it. In this scenario, it's his wife and his family and his kids and so on.
I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't leave, because I think if he leaves, he almost gives the racists they've won. It's like they've won and forced him out. So I'd stay. I'm sure he's had conversations with people closest to him, his wife, his family, and I'm sure his teammates have rallied around him. But there's no way on the planet I'm letting them force me out. I know at times it's going to be difficult, certainly when you've got whole stadiums screaming monkey and stuff like that, which is awful, appalling. But no, I think he's got to stay. I think the power that he shows by staying lets them know that they're not going to force him out. They're not going to win.
If you were in that scenario, right, you've suffered racist abuse as a footballer. Yeah. Did that deter you, or would that deter you from going back to that club if they offered you a contract? I don't know where you mean. Well, if you were, for example, playing for Charlton and you went to another club, I don't know the name club at this point, but let's say you went to another club as a Charlton player and suffered horrific racist abuse from the away fans, and then years down the line that club came in for you, would that put you off signing for them, bearing in mind how those fans treated you when you weren't playing for them? Yeah,
because ultimately in my head I'm thinking to myself, well, if they give it to me as a black player, I'm sure they'd probably give it to others. So why would I want to associate myself with that football club? But see, it's bonkers, because you look at some of the racism that we've seen, certainly in this country and other countries, they've got black players on their team. So it's almost... I can remember having a conversation with someone before who played for Millwall, and they were quite racist to the opposition players. Like someone
that's playing for Millwall?
Someone who played for Millwall.
White player or black player? Right.
So but Millwall fans were quite racist to say I'm the opposition.
Right, to another black player on the opposition.
Yes, so say it's to me.
Yeah.
And I remember saying, well, how do you play in front of these fans? And they told me, well, the Millwall fans don't look at it like that. They look at it as me, not that I'm black, but I'm just one of them.
Yeah.
But obviously on the opposition team, you're just black.
But that still must hurt
that
black player,
But that's
right?
what I remember saying to them, that surely that must bother you, no? Like, does it not bother you? He's like, yeah, but what can I do?
That's ultimately like putting your head in the sand, isn't it?
Exactly, and just not listening to it. But no, if I'm Vinicius, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not letting... Real Madrid is one of the biggest clubs in the world. I'm not letting them force me out of that.
Would you be angry with your fellow players that they didn't step up?
No, I think... I wouldn't be angry with them, because I know, listen, they've got his back. I'm sure they've all surrounded him. But I think that there will be a conversation next time. There has to be. With how bad this has got, I definitely think there'll probably be a conversation where he'll probably say to them, or they'll probably say to him, listen, whatever you want to do next, we're behind you. So if that happens again and you walk off the pitch, we're walking off behind you. I'm sure Ancelotti's probably said that to him. If you ever, any stage, want to walk off the pitch, we'll all go with you. So I think that's important, because he can't do it on his own. No. He needs allies, and not just black allies, by the way. He needs white allies.
Course, yeah.
All ethnicities, he needs allies, because that's the only way you beat this.
Yeah. Okay.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.